Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve Codeforces problem A and B and compilation errors. Before we start looking into this problem, details, some examples and the Java solution for this problem, uh, we are going to discuss like two different approaches for this problem. I just want to mention before we start looking into those details that the channel is dedicated to help people in their Java J2 interviews and in their coding interviews. On my channel, you will find over 300 solved different varieties of coding problems which are previously asked coding interview questions by Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Yahoo, Amazon, Apple, and many other big tech companies. Though those are selective interview coding questions to cover wide and important coding questions varieties such as BFS, DFS, matrix problems, graph problems, problems related to optimization, priority queues, binary search related coding interview questions, as well as dynamic programming related coding questions. Also, there are questions related to queues, stacks, and other data structures on this channel. So you will find lots of varieties of problems which can give you good interview preparation practice. So please subscribe to this channel now. So let's look into the A and B and compilation errors problem statement. A and B are preparing themselves for programming contest. B loves to debug his code, but before he runs the solution, he starts debugging. He has to first compile the code. Initially, the compiler displayed n compilation errors. Each of them is represented as a positive integer. After some effort, B managed to fix some mistakes and then another one mistake. However, despite the fact that B is sure that he corrected two errors, he cannot understand exactly what compilation errors disappeared. The compiler of language which B uses shows errors in the new order every time. So B is sure that unlike many other programming languages, compilation errors for his programming language do not depend on each other. That is, if you correct one error, the set of other error does not change. Can you help me find out exactly what two errors he corrected? So this is what the problem statement says. So they have given us, so let's look at the input. So first input is n, which is initial number of compilation errors. For example, in this case 5, right? So initially there were 5 compilation errors that were there. After that, the second line contains n space separated integers a1 to an, which are errors the compiler displayed first time. So these are the errors that compiler displayed first time, these are the errors that compiler displayed second time, and these are the errors that compiler displayed third time, right? Because he is fixing some errors. So as you can see, the errors are getting reduced, but the order is not same. Basically the compilation error order cannot be same, right? So we have to output number of compilation errors that disappeared after B made the first and second correction respectively, right? So we have to output numbers of compilation errors that disappeared, right? So um, let's take this example on whiteboard where we can see what the problem statement like problem is and how we can solve this problem. So this is the input that is given to us. So n is given as a number of compilation errors, right? 5 number of compilation errors are given. So this is the first compilation error, like this is the first time it is showing compilation error, right? After he fixed some errors, it is the second time the compiler showing these errors now, second time. And after again he fixed some error, this is the third time compiler is showing these errors, right? So this third time. So if you just visually, first let's solve this problem visually and then we will develop the algorithm. So as you can see, if you look at the second compilation errors, if we compare it with the first one, then you will see that like 123 is here, right? 7 is here, right? 5 is here, and 1 is here and here. So only 8 is not there basically in the second, right? 8 is not there, which means that he fixed the error 8 here, right? So 8 is fixed basically. That's why it's not showing in the second compilation errors. After that, when we are comparing second and third, right? Second and third, when we compare, then you can see that 5 is here, 1 is here, 7 is here. The only thing which is not here in the third time is 123, right? So which means that he fixed 123 error basically, right? 123 in the sense, like for example, the error is on line 123, right? So that error is fixed, so it's not showing in the third time basically. So this is how we have solved this problem visually. So how we can solve this problem algorithm using algorithm, right? So let's look at this problem. So there are two approaches we can use to solve this problem. The first approach is by using set, right? We can use set of integer, right? So we can use set of integer. So what we will do is we will put all these five we will iterate and put it into set. So our set will contains 1, 5, 8, 123 and 7, right? 123 and 7. So after this we will go through this second time, right? This second compilation errors we will go one by one, and we will remove these errors from the uh, set, right? So at the same time we will create a set 2 also, right? We will create one another set 2. So let's do that. So let's go through this second compilation error. So 123 we will remove 123 from here, 7 we will remove 7 from this set, then 5 and 1, so 5 and 1. So after we have removed these things, what remains onto the set is the compilation error that is fixed. So we will just output that here, right? After that, when we are iterating through the second compilation errors, we will actually create a set 2. So let's just actually the set 2 will look like this, right? 123, then 7, then 5, and then 1, right? So this is another set we created. After we create another set, we will go through the third compilation errors. So 517, so we will remove it from set 2. 517 we removed from set 2. Whatever is remain in the set 2 is the output we will put here, right? 123. So that is the error that is fixed. So that's why it's not appearing in the third time compilation errors. So this is the way we can solve this problem with the help of set, right? So another example, like another let's discuss another approach also for this one. So let's again take another whiteboard here quickly. So one approach we already saw, it is using the set, right? Now let's take a look at another approach here. So again same example, right? So what we will do in the another approach is we will just, this is an array, right? So this is, let's say we will first create array 1. This is array 1, right? This is array 1 we will create. This one is array 2, let's say this is array 2, and the third one is array 3. So this is array 2 and this one is array 3. So after we create these three arrays, what we will do is we will go through these arrays and we will take a sum of these elements. So let's say this is sum 1, let's say, right? Sum 1. So sum 1 will be how much we will sum these elements. 123 plus 7 is 130, 138 plus 5 is 138 plus 5 is 143 plus 1 is 144, right? 144 is the sum of these elements. For the second array, the sum will be 135, 136 is the sum, right? And this is 136 is the sum, and the third sum for the third array will be 13, right? 13 is the sum. So after we get these sums, we will just subtract, we will do s1 minus s2. We will compare this. S1 minus s2 is 8. So this is how we will get the first element here, what error is fixed, right? And then we will do s2 minus s3. So we will do s2 minus s3, which is 136 minus 13 is 123, right? So 123 will get, right? So this is just a simple logic based on summation, right? Based on summation. So these are the two approaches we can use to solve this problem on Codeforces, called as A and B and compilation errors. So let's take a look at the Java code now. So in the Java code, I'm going to only show you the code for summation, this sum based approach. The set based approach is also very simple, as I explained you in this example. you can implement that, you can try implementing this approach, but I'm just going to show you the array and sum based approach here. So let's take a look. So this arrays are given to us already, right? Number of initial comparison errors is 5. This is array 1, array 2, array 3. This is given to us as an input. We'll just create a sum1 and sum2 here, right? So we just calculate sum1 and sum2 based on arrays, right? So this is sum1 and this is sum2, right? And after that we will just do sum minus sum1, that is the first one, right? Sum minus sum1 is this one, and the second one is sum1 minus sum2. Sum1 minus sum2 will give us the second error that is already getting fixed, right, by B. So this is the approach. It's very simple logic based on sum, but there is another approach also based on set. So let's just go ahead and execute this code and make sure it works. So 8123, and as you can see we are getting 8123, which is correct answer. Let's try this another example as well. So this one is a let's try this example. So I'll just update the input here quickly. So let's make sure that this another test case also works. It's always a good practice to at least you know take couple of test cases at least, if not all. So let's go ahead and take a look at this execution. So we are executing the second test case. So we are getting 1 3, right? 1 3. So here also we are having 1 3, which is correct answer. So this is the way we can solve Codeforces problem A and B and compilation errors. If you are new to my channel, on my channel there is a dedicated Codeforces playlist which has a lot of solved Codeforces problems explained with whiteboarding sessions and Java code and examples. Also, there are other two big playlists. One is called as Lead Code and Lean Code Solutions, and other is called as Code Chef. So, in these playlists, you will find over like 250 solved different varieties of coding problems, which are interview coding questions taken by previously asked big tech companies coding interviews such as Google, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many others. And they cover wide range of coding questions varieties that are usually come during the coding interviews. And those varieties include breadth first search, depth first search, for matrix graphs, binary search trees, also coding questions related to binary search, linked list, strings, optimization problems using priority queues, problems that are based on stack queues, as well as dynamic programming related problems. So all these different varieties is covered and explained with whiteboarding session and code and Java code examples. And those solutions are also available on my GitHub account, so you can take a look. I give the link in my description for my GitHub account, where you will find the Java solution for all these problems. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, and if you like the way the video has been created with whiteboarding sessions, Java code and examples, then please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel. Your subscription to the channel is really important for the channel, because that is the way the channel can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. Some people find it difficult to solve coding problems. They can look into these solved coding problems videos and understand how to approach different varieties of coding problems using Java, and how to use Java libraries, APIs, and classes to solve different varieties of coding problems. And this can help in their Java interviews and in their coding interviews. So if you like this video, if you find this content helpful, and if it helped you, then please give it a like. Also share this content with your friends and colleagues. I'm going to give you the link of the GitHub account. Check it out, the Java solution, and practice it and try with different examples as well. And thanks for watching this video.